today. From TIAA Bank Field in Jacksonville, Florida, it's Week 9 of the NFL on EA Sports.
The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9?
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
23-yard line.
Johnson. And not the start he was hoping for there, as he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. The tackle made by the linebacker, Joe Schobert.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Oh, he's able to out-muscle him here as he pulls it in. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
First down, Houston.
Watson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. He was looking that time for Stills, but it's going to be second down.
Second and 10.
Throwing again is Watson. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact. But in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
This is caught. It's Cooks. And he'll get this way down into Jacksonville territory. It's a big play on third down for the Texans. 46 yards.
All right, Charles, let me put you in the head of one of those defenders out there. You have a big play like that go against you so early. Does that shake your confidence?
It shouldn't, but it often does, because your thought process all during the week is how you're going to get after that offense and make your plays. And when they make one against you, makes you a little bit hesitant.
Time to regroup.
Back to the air, Watson on second down. He gets it left side to Johnson. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this...
He rifles one that's intercepted.
Picked off by the rookie from Florida, C.J. Henderson.
And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
They'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive.
At their own 5-yard line.
On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard.
Brings up second and a yard.
Minshew with a give to Fournette.
And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line.
Second and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Here's Minshew. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Bernardrick McKinney, the linebacker, picks it. And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD.
Lining up for the extra point.
Short throw, pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
Kickoff for Houston.
Taken in the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. So time to see Jacksonville again on offense for the second time here in this game.
And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number one goal? Make the playoffs. Number two, win your division. Number three, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number one seed so you get that first round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way. Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down. Minshew sets to throw. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And he'll be down deep into Houston territory. It's a big play for the Jaguars. 53 yards. So first and goal and a chance to make amends for the earlier pick six. We know he's good at catching the football, but then after the catch, he's got escapability. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Darren Waller with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Jaguars are within an extra point of tying this one up. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7.
Josh Lambo to kick off for Jacksonville.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
Set to take over again, Deshaun Watson and this Texans offense. And it was his interception on the last drive that wound up leading to a game-tying touchdown.
And somehow you can make this a positive, though. You know why? Game tied now. So you're not protecting a lead. So you're not playing that way. You got to go get the lead again. So maybe it loosens him up a little bit and allows him to go ahead and be a little more free in his play.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Now a play fake, and it's Watson. And this one complete to Will Fuller. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down.
46-yard line.
Out of the gun, Watson. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 37. Give them 17 on the pickup there, and the Texans also get a new set of downs.
Well, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
Throw left side complete. It's Griffin.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
Well, this crowd does not like that call.
Understandable reaction from them. That's their team that the penalty's going against. But you and I both know they're going to take care of the quarterback.
The penalty moves him into the red zone here on 1st and 10. Following the penalty, it's Johnson. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Second down and 12 at the 19-yard line.
At the Jaguars' 19-yard line.
Now it's Watson. Screenplay, Johnson. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9.
Johnson.
They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. They give him 2 yards there as they're set up now with a first and goal. From the gun, here's Watson. And he's got it. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. From the 2 now, second and goal.
At the 2-yard line.
They'll run it with Johnson. And this is not going to do it as he's stopped at the 2-yard line. Call it no gain that time, and now it's third and goal. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes third and goal. They'll try to run it in. Johnson. And this is going to depend on his spot, but I believe he might be a few inches short. Only a yard that time, so now a decision to be made here on fourth and goal.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
They run. It's Johnson. And this time he is in.
Yes.
Duke Johnson with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Texans have taken the lead. Well, they just put a little sizzle in their steak there. First quarter, fourth and goal, run it in. A boost.
I think they showed confidence in their defense by going for it. That's telling their defense, look, we're counting on you guys, and we know that we believe in you because we go for it here. Even if we don't get it, get field position on our side, and you'll stop them. Instead, they put it in the end zone and tally up 6 points.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
23-yard line.
Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Now Minshew. That's caught by Waller out left side. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. It's another first down on what will be a gain of 21 yards.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? Connection made with Chenault. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
First quarter with the score Texans 14, Jaguars 7.
Fournette, a first down carry. They'll be brought down at the 21 after a pickup of 4.
27, Leonard Fournette.
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle, feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
The tackle.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
And he is going to have a Jags first down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3.
Not your normal call in short yardage, but the toss works very well there. Big people out in front, being physical, and they pick up a first down.
Fournette on the toss to the right. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. A Jaguar first down as Minshew finds Westbrook.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry?
And he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. Leonard Fournette, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Jaguars are within an extra point of tying this one up. People always talk about one of his biggest strengths running the football, vision, and he found the spot there, went into the end zone.
You're exactly right about that. It wasn't just the vision, right? Once he saw the gap, decisiveness, made up his mind, and about the power to finish the play. Not only did he get good blocking, he created his own space as well.
That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. And now out comes Houston. These two teams trading touchdowns here in what has been a back-and-forth first half.
And ordinarily, we're trying to figure out how to break out of a stalemate. Here, you're trying to figure out if you can slow someone down while continuing your breakneck pace on offense. I know one thing. The people in the crowd, they're getting their money's worth right now.
And the fantasy owners like it.
Oh, without a doubt. They're just tallying them up, aren't they?
They're watching this game. It was Quincy Williams with a tight coverage there. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Running from the gun, Johnson. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Forcing completion on first down, and you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback unexpected.
Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack.
So this has been a lot like a tennis match, hasn't it? Back and forth. Both these offenses having their way so far. So maybe the question isn't who's going to score the most points in this game. Maybe it's who's going to get some stops.
Yeah, absolutely. And that sack, finally a first step in the right direction for a stop. Escapes the defender. 35 yards that time on the punt. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. The Jags and Leonard Fournette making their way onto the field. And he's closing in on that number that all running backs circled beginning of the year, the number 1,000. Could do it on this drive.
And you have to think to yourself, at this moment, getting to this spot, it started in the offseason, right? Not just the workouts, right? Not just getting yourself physically prepared to play, but mentally, as well as your team, as well as your unit, head coach, offensive coordinator. We run the football. We give you opportunities. He's taking advantage of it.
And when you get this close to the mark, you just hope things don't tighten up, right? You probably want to get there and get it in your rearview mirror.
You really do, don't you? Because now it becomes predominant, and you wonder about play calling as well. Do you want to call plays to get that out of the way, or are you still calling plays to win the game first? That becomes the burden of the play calling.
They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. Looking to throw it. Minshew. Over the middle, he's got Chenault. That'll bring up second and goal after the gain of 5.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense...
And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Leonard Fournette with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Jaguars have moved out in front. And he knocks it through. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. And it'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Touchdown, Houston. Brandon Cooks, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Texans are an extra point away from tying this football game. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
And a penalty marker's down on the field. And they might be backing up a bit here to start the drive. Well, that holding call set him up with not great field position.
Not at all when you tack on the penalty. With that field position after the return wasn't terrific, it's not a great starting field position as well.
Pretty solid run here on first down. Almost picked up another first, but he appears to be a few inches short.
I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run. Solid carry there by Leonard Fournette, and last year he achieved his career high in rushing yards with nearly 1,200. Ranked 4th in the AFC, 7th in the NFL. Loves to carry the football, gets stronger as the game goes on.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 10 yards there, good enough for a Jags first down. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. And a nice gain of 21 yards. So 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 32-yard line. They'll look to throw here. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking.
Well, that ball is caught by DJ Chark for the Jags touchdown. DJ Chark hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Jaguars have moved out in front. Point after by Lambo, up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
And we move to spotlighting Brandon Cooks, making his presence felt early in this one. First half, already over the century mark.
How about the yards per completion, too? That's a pretty darn good number there. Number of catches, but his shredding defense is getting big yardage with each and every one of them.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. They had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Throwing on 2nd down. Watson looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Griffin. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. Second down.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. And he finds Stills, complete. And he is going to have a Texans first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Now a first down throw, Watson. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. After the sack on first down, Watson, and Cooks has it over the middle. Touchdown, Houston. Brandon Cooks with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Texans are an extra point away from tying this football game.
After nearly 30 minutes of football, that touchdown puts us in a position where if they make the extra point, we're right back to even before we start the second half.
Fairbairn good with the extra point. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
Leonard Fournette making his way back out there. You start prorating these rushing numbers and looking ahead, he could be on pace for a 2,000-yard season. I don't want to jinx him, but what a year to this point.
But you just did.
Sorry?
That's okay. No, he can overcome that.
I'm not apologizing to you.
No.
Okay?
I like your attitude. But you're right. What's got to happen for it to actually occur? Offensive line has continued blocking the way they've been blocking. He has to stay healthy. But also, it's not just the idea that he's going to run the football, but you got to run it against numbers that dictate you throwing the football. Sometimes when you have 6 to...
Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Justin Reed. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. They get 14 on that one, good for a Houston first down. And just like that, on we head to half number 2.
And to kick off for Houston.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
We knew both of these safeties were good in run support, but how about the play we just saw there? How about that closing speed? Able to get to the outside part of the field and turn that play into a loss.
This is Chenault on the receiving end. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half.
10 at the 43. 3.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. DJ Chark with touchdown number 2 in the game, and now 11 on the year. And the Jaguars have moved out in front. It's up and good, and they've jumped back ahead, 35-28. So that drive, 4 plays, and it culminates in a Jags touchdown.
Josh Lambo to kick off for Jacksonville.
And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Here's the Texans offense now, readying for their first possession of the second half. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
Now a 10th carry for Johnson. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off, and try and chip someone at the second level.
And this will be a Texans first down as he's got this past the 35 to about the 37.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
The first down carry here for Johnson. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
The ball carrier.
Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
On second down and 4, Watson. And Stills over the middle. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 40. Give them 17 on the pickup there, and the Texans also get a new set of downs.
First down.
Well, we can talk about it like it's just a basic route, but how about the timing on this one? Lined up on the right, runs a deep in route, and how about the throw? Right on the money. Bam! Puts it right in there and on his hands. Nice completion. Really good pickup.
Joe Schobert.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up second and 5.
Second and 5 at the Jaguars' 36-yard line.
A shotgun snap for Watson. Throw left side complete. That's Fuller. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. From the gun, Watson. It's caught left side by Cooks. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup. They go back to the ground with Johnson. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, second and 10.
The 17-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Watson. This one brought in by the 6'5" tight end Waring. And the Texans are going to have a first and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a first and goal. Watson going to try and run it. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
Off the draw, here's Johnson. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down.
And now third and goal coming up. The loss on second down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder. And they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
Flood fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. Now after the play, it looks like there's a Texan here slow to get up. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. And no hesitation about this decision here. Confidently, they're going to go for this. 4th and goal from the 3. Here we go with Johnson. And he'll wind up being knocked back to the 3-yard line. Johnson kept out of the end zone on 4th down, and the Jaguars are able to come up with a goal line stand. So he needed the short yardage, Charles. He elected to try to bounce it outside of the outer third, unsuccessful.
Sometimes those plays are stacked up by the defense, and there's nowhere to go, so you have to bounce it outside. And some backs just get impatient. They want to go to where they think there's more open territory instead of going where the play was actually blocked. In any case, it didn't work here.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Again, it's Fournette. And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up. Found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Minshew going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked off at about the 31. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long, he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. From the gun, Watson. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 23.
Watson's pass intercepted.
Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
Andy, do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. They'll run it again with Fournette. 8 yards there on the carry, and now they're left with a much more manageable 3rd and 3.
But you've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
They'll try and run forward with Fournette. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. The ball's still a few inches shy of the marker after the 3-yard run, so now a little soul-searching on 4th down. Too long for a field goal, too short to punt that in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down. The open man is Shark. It's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
What's the deal, y'all?
Maybe a frustration penalty there because he's picked them apart.
They tried their best to get to him and haven't done it successfully. A penalty as a result of that hit there.
After the penalty, it's Fournette. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Back now in Jacksonville. It's Jaguar football here, and they'll look to extend their lead as we begin quarter number 4. On 2nd and 11 now. Minshew, that one complete. He finds Shark. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
Third and
He'll look to throw. The quick slant caught. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Darren Waller, a beast in the red zone with his second touchdown of the game. And the Jags take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Extra point tacked on by Lambo. And the lead now up to 14.
28. Josh Lambo.
And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
Houston set to take over. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. On first down, it's Watson. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
At the 40-yard line.
Throwing again is Watson. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Jabal Sheard wreaking the defensive havoc.
I remember throughout my career here in defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. And they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. DJ Hayden right there on the coverage.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
Good coverage there holds him to just a 2-yard return following a punt of 44. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Minshew going to lead up the Jaguars 1st and 10 at their own 22. And he'll begin with a give to Fournette to start the drive. And he tries to keep the legs churning, but he's going to be stopped behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Minshew's pass complete to Leonard Fournette. A gain of 11 makes it 3rd and 1.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and it'll give them a fresh set of downs. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. Throwing again on 2nd down. Minshew, and that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick, and it's 3rd down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
They'll try to throw for it with Minshew. And that is incomplete.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Brandon Dunn. And the Texans take over an excellent field position. And I am not sure, partner, there what the mindset was to go for it. I don't know.
And some teams just feel that possession is the key to everything. They just want to have the football in their hands. No matter how it goes to the other team, they just don't trust doing that. So they say, listen, go for it and try and finish it ourselves.
2nd and 1 at the 29-yard line.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Watson, and he will find his man on the end route. Complete. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this one. He's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the 1st.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him? Double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. That catch good for only a couple. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. Here's Johnson. He's been busy this afternoon. He'll get it inside the red zone, but only for a couple down to the 19.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. And he'll only get this to the 17, well shy of what he needed.
The ball carrier. He's taken down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here on the turnover on downs. They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
He's got a 1st down and then some inside the 40. And finally down at the 36-yard line. Another 1st down, this time on a gain of 19. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
Minshew sets to throw. Flush to his right. And he completes it to Westbrook. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That is now 19-yard gains on back-to-back plays. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people have pointed out to me, it's a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His 2nd catch in a row, 1st down.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. Got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Darren Waller there to make the grab. And the Jaguars add on to their lead.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. He finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And here comes the Texans now.
Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one.
Oh, there's that man again. It's complete.
To Brandon.
Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to pull
Ball
out?
comes out, and the Jags grab it. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
And And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic what we've seen all game with them, isn't it?
On first down, Watson. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
First down, Texans.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On first and 10, Watson. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line.
Roughing the passer defense.
Don't do us like that.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Duke Johnson, his 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Texans use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. And his kick is right through. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And the result, a Houston touchdown. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Jaguars are going to cover this one up. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. The pitch to Fournette. Oh, able to avoid him. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
All right, just go ahead and say it with me. That was
a mistake,
yeah,
for sure.
Without a doubt, because at some point, put your foot in the ground, get upfield, and get down, protecting the ball. Don't go out of bounds, because when you go out of bounds, you're really just helping the defense.
Yeah, not to be too hyperbolic. Oh, now he's stripped. He lost the football. And the Texans scoop it. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. Charles, he lost a fumble last week as well. So now back-to-back weeks, maybe you expect that from your tailback, but not him.
You're exactly right, because you work a lot with your running backs about how they have to protect the ball in traffic. But downfield, in open space, that's dangerous as well, because you may make someone miss, and their flailing hand can knock the ball away if you don't tuck it away.
Back to the air, Watson on 2nd down. He gets it left side to Johnson. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
First down, Houston.
From the gun, here's Watson. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Will Fuller was the intended target. And now it's 2nd down.
He was covered by C.J. Henderson.
Throwing again. Watson. No, he almost had it. Already with 1 interception, just missing his 2nd there. I guess they're in a situation now, 4th quarter, where they're forced to take some chances, but I don't know that that was the type of a chance you want to take.
And that one could very easily have been intercepted. And if it does get picked off, that could possibly seal this one.
But he can't come up with a pick. Nearly his 2nd of the game. Instead, 4th down. They will indeed snap it to Watson. This is caught. It's Cooks. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. Broke through some contact, but unable to reach the 40. Watson trying to get his guys moving. And that one was nearly picked. Not sure he was accounting for the free safety. That brings up third down.
I know that interception was dropped, and it would have been their third of the game, and I will guarantee you, in the huddle, on the bench, all the defensive guys have been talking about is, we've got this guy right where we want him. Who's going to get the next one? It almost becomes a challenge, and they've missed a golden opportunity.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by the linebacker, Joe Schobert. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
And that's exactly what's being stated into the head coach's headset. Oftentimes they have a guy upstairs who monitors this at the end of the game. Little clock management 101.
So the 14 yards actually takes them from 143 to the other for first and 10. Now Leonard Fournette. The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Minshew the give to Fournette. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down. Now Fournette. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Leonard Fournette, 34 yards. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead.
Well, this is long since over, and some might see this as overkill. But remember, this is a team that puts on the hard hats, grabs the lunch pail, and tells everyone, we're going to give you a full 60 minutes. And that's exactly how they're playing this one out.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Jacksonville, the win here means it'll be a 7-1.